to my next video. Today I'm here again with Suanne.
Hello everyone.
And Suanne and I have a big announcement.
Yes.
And I guess we'll just slowly build up to the big announcement. I guess the initial announcement is we have decided on a name for the new nonprofit. So we struggled with the name a long time.
We did.
We did a long time.
We had hundreds of submissions, and we took a look. Did they really talk about who we are as a community? Did they avoid jargon? We want to avoid things like RV and van and car, vehicle, just because we know that we're going to reach people out of the van dwelling lifestyle. And then the hardest thing that we had to meet was we wanted to make sure that it was available for an online presence. So was the domain available as a .org? Was the Facebook name available? Was the crowdfunding name available? Those kinds of things.
The professionals among us actually created a spreadsheet.
Yes.
With all the names. I mean, this is to say I could never have done this in a million years, but with a spreadsheet with like 50 or more names.
More than that.
More than that.
Actually, about 150 altogether.
And then we had columns in this spreadsheet of all the different social media and every way we could get the name, and we clicked them off. Mm-hmm. And so if it didn't have all the names available, we had to rule it out, even if we liked it.
Right. And we had about 10 names that we actually liked pretty much.
Yeah.
But it really was the availability of the name for an online presence that ended up being the determining factor.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And the name is?
Homes on Wheels Alliance. Yoo-hoo! And we go by HOWA, H-O-W-A for short. And we want to congratulate Cher, who sent us an email with the name that was the foundation of that, if you will. And she suggested Home on Wheels. So thank you very much, Cher.
And we added the alliance because we see what we're doing as an alliance among many entities.
Absolutely. Not just among organizations, but among us in the community as well.
Right. We'll work with anyone who can help us help you. Government and private and corporate and individuals. And we see it as an alliance that together we will change lives.
Exactly.
That's our plan. And now the second big announcement is...
we have a logo.
Yes.
And so take a look at your screen, and there it is.
So this is the new logo. We thought it reached a nice balance of serious and creative at the same time.
Right. And just by looking at it, you can tell kind of who we are. That we are about alternate living in vehicles. We are Homes on Wheels.
Right. And so we're really pleased with the logo. And actually, those are things you kind of have to do before you even proceed. And now the biggest announcement of all. Suanne, what's the big announcement?
We are an official IRS 501c3.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! That means that that you are eligible to take a tax write-off on your returns, should you choose to make a donation. It went really fast, didn't it? We'd heard horror stories about how hard it is, and we have to give so much of the credit to the lady who has guided us every step of the way and poured her heart into this. So actually the whole process went amazingly fast. We'd heard stories about months and 6 months and a year, and how long did it take us? Well, it seemed like it was almost overnight. We filed, and IRS says it could take 6 weeks or more. And in fact, we almost got it the next day after they received it. So it took just literally days. So to say the least, we're shocked, and now we're trying to play catch up with something that we thought was going to take at least 6 weeks.
Right. So Suanne and I say to each other all the time, what are we doing?
Right.
We spent all this time and work just to create the thing.
Right.
And now all of a sudden we are a 501c3.
There it is, yeah.
And now the real work begins.
Right. So we're, in the process of creating our Facebook presence, our website
now, so we are just kind of like playing catch up with our own selves.
Right. So a lot of this stuff will be coming out slowly over time. We have a new member that you have not met, and that is Phyllis. So Phyllis, why don't you come in and join us?
Hi, hello.
You may remember we put out a call, and Suanne is a professional person. You've worked for the state for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You've done a lot of hiring and firing.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was a very difficult process. You really put these people through their paces.
It was comparable to the hiring process that we implemented when I worked for the state in higher ed, yes.
And Phyllis is the one that made it through it all and rose to the top.
Yes.
So the last whole summer, 3-4 months, have just been nonstop work for all of us, Casey and I and Phyllis and Suanne. It's just been an enormous amount of work. The stories you hear about how difficult it is to become a 401c3 really are difficult, but we've all just poured our life into it, and we've all had to keep doing regular things. You know, I've been making videos, and Casey's been helping me on just endless projects. Suanne, you work with the forum.
The forum and getting ready for the women's RTR.
Right, we just announced both the RTR and the women's RTR, and those that we've been working on those all summer, nonstop.
Right.
So it's just been an enormously busy summer, and Phyllis was just the right person at the right time to take a lot of the pressure off of us. Thank you so
Right.
much.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Suanne.
Yeah, she's been a great assistant, and when you contact us, you will get Phyllis, and it will be her that will then forward whatever information that you want to get to the rest of us about the nonprofit. She will be the one that does that, or she'll answer it herself. Phyllis, how do they email us?
If you'd like to email us regarding anything having to do with HOWA, please write to homesonwheelsalliance@gmail.com.
Now, one of the things you have to do with a nonprofit is create a board of trustees, which we have done. And the way it's going to work is I am the president of the board of the trustees. And what is your role, Suanne?
I'm considered staff to the board, and my role is executive director.
And what that means is she's the brains and the bronze of the whole thing. No, it's not. The board of trustees direct, but you know, an awful lot of the work has fallen on you to do all these myriad details to take care of.
Lots and lots of details. And the board is the group that sets the direction and governs what goes on. So it really takes both parts.
Yeah, absolutely. So this has all happened so fast that we are actually kind of caught flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even have a way right this minute for you to contribute. We have so many plans in the air and in our hearts and minds that we want to execute to help people, but we're not really ready to make any announcements. The biggest reason we're doing this, well, big donors want a tax deduction. I mean, if you're talking about big money, they want a tax deduction, so we have to do it for them. But the big reason we're doing this is accountability.
Right.
We want you to know how we're spending your money. I don't want you to just, of course a lot of you have complained about this, and you're absolutely right. I'm not just going to send some stranger money and hope he does something good with it. Sure, Bob's a great guy, but I'm not sure. And that's right, you should think that way. We're so caught flat-footed, we don't even have a lawyer or a CPA in place. But we will have both in place, and every penny we get and every penny we spend will be open. Our books and all of our activities will be open and available to you. That's a legal requirement,
Right.
But it's our heart's desire beyond being a legal requirement.
Exactly.
So it will all be available to you, and there are already people, you know, the haters are out hating, and you know, it's what they do. They get up in the morning, they think, who can I hate and hurt today, and so they go out and try. They're already running around saying, he's just stealing your money. And if you want to believe that, folks, and go ahead. Some complete stranger spreading wild rumors, or somebody you've watched, and I've been doing this since 2005 with the website, and you just have to make your own choices, and that's up to you.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll make it easy for you to figure it out.
Right.
By the transparency.
Right. And I know we're not giving you a lot of details and we're leaving with you a lot of questions. What are you going to do? How can I apply? And I'm already getting emails from people. I need your help. How can I get your help? And we have a lot of questions and we don't have the answers yet, but I promise you that they will be coming soon. And as they come out, we will get them to you. All the details on everything about the nonprofit. So quite literally, together, us and you are changing lives. At the end of the day, every person that we touch, you touched. By watching the videos, by hitting thumbs up, by sending in money if you can. And you are the hero of this story, as much or more than we are. So if you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.